So we're going to make some controls for the joints. And just as a brief synopsis, we're going to make controls for the eye joints. So we can do this, or we can do this. We're going to make a control for the neck joint, so we can move the whole thing. And we're going to make a control for the head joint so that we can nod or say, I don't know, or just flat out no. So these two are going to be rotate controls. These two are going to be aim controls that are not that different from rotate controls. The last one is going to be a control for the jaw joint, which is going to do this. That's going to be a little bit trickier because we're going to write an expression rather than using a constraint. So just bear with me on this one. We'll get to it. But those are the only controls we're going to make. So the two eyeballs, these two, and this one. We might do a little control for this one. I'm not sure. Let's be easy on that. So let me get started with the two that should be pretty familiar to you. I'm going to make controls for the neck and the head. And for all of these, I'm going to use a nerves circle. So let me take care of that. As you know, FK controls should always be nested inside of group nodes. So this is going to be my neck control, and then this one's going to be my neck group. And let me just Control D to duplicate. This one's going to be the head group and the head control. I'm going to make the head group the child of the neck control, and now my whole little hierarchy right here is just perfect. I know that I can't see any of the controls yet, but we'll get to it. So to move these into position, I am going to select the neck joint and the neck group, and then I am going to run a parent constraint with maintain offset unchecked, and that'll move me into position, like so. Let me delete that parent constraint, and I'll do the same thing for the head. It'll be joint first, head group second, and again, that's a control or command select here, and now the head is moved into position 2. Both of these, the group nodes, have been moved and oriented to match the joint. That frees me up to take this curve. Let's rotate. Oh, I forgot that that was going to mess up the child. That's okay. Just rotate maybe like this. Let's go a little bigger. You can see why I like to center my joints rather than keeping them off center, but that should be fine, really. That's my neck control. I'm going to freeze its transformations, and then let's just do the same thing here. Take this, just apply that again. Delete that second parent constraint node. Put that right there so it's around the head. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And we will freeze transformations there too. So now I'm going to take the control curve first, the joint second, and then this one is going to be an orient constraint. And so is this one. And now I should be able to turn the skeleton off, and this is going to be like so, and this is going to be like so. So those are my first two controls. I'm going to make them yellow. So attribute editor, object display, drawing overrides, enable, and let's just go find that yellow. There it is. Same thing here, and yellow. Okay, so these are the two that you already know how to do. If you don't like the way they look, feel free to keep working with them until you get them into the place that you like, and then these two are done. In the next video, I will do the eye controls, which are going to be just a little bit different and maybe a little bit easier. So I will pause that right here.